So at the end of the day, like a lot of the rewatches are like important, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It hit different. So when people be like, oh, this one is whack, that's whack, be like, yeah, I'm not sure if this was whack. And then Beverly Hills Cop 3 is something I definitely rewatched, and Eddie was cooking. So I can't be like, yo, all the Beverly Hills Cop is popping except for part 3. Now, part 3 is actually funny. Eddie was cooking. So, all right, y'all, let's start this off. Hold on. What's going on? Yeah, there we go. Yeah. 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 We in the building. Y'all already know what time it is. What's good, y'all? What's good, y'all? What's good, y'all? What's great? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Can the Brothers Get a Rap podcast. I'm your host, Ashley Lovechild. I'm joined with my brother from another mother, co-host of the show. Blood couldn't make us any closer. One of the best photographers in the world. My brother Santana, say something to the people.
What's good? What's good? What's good? Appreciate y'all for tuning in. I could have been anywhere else, but y'all here with us tonight, and we thank you for that. You know what I'm saying? Just for that, as always, we got a jam-packed show, and we're gonna get right to it. You heard?
That's a fact. That is a fact. Y'all heard? All right, y'all. Y'all already know what time it is. First segment of the night. First segment is Popular Opinions. This segment is brought to you by OUV Records. You can go on Instagram right now and follow at OUV Records. The label motto is create, document, and inspire. So make sure you tune in for the latest music and merchandise. You see some of the merchandise up top. Yeah, yeah. All right, first question of the night of Popular Opinions. If you had $10 million in cash tomorrow, tax free, what is the first thing you will do? One, buy property. Two, leverage your money into credit. Three, buy everything you ever wanted. Four, nothing.
I pour all that money into property.
It's a property? Why?
Mhm. Because at the end of the day, as long as I have land, I'm
Hmm.
always gonna have money.
Okay.
But whether or not the market crash and I lose the bread in my account, all that other stuff, guess what? I could sell 2, 3 buildings and get that money right back. Or
Okay.
I could lease a piece of land and get that money back. It's gonna be slow, but
Hmm.
I'm saying, but it's gonna be money coming back. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I feel yeah, going after land, going after real estate, is a better bet. And on top of that, the amount of tax breaks you get on it is just insane. So you don't even have to use all the 10 million. You know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
just to have that much in on the side to get crazy in the real estate
Yeah.
game, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
It's just gonna be like Monopoly. So yeah, that's my choice. I'm gonna go with real estate.
All right. That's not a bad choice at all. You know what I'm saying? That's a very smart choice. As usual from my brother, you know what I'm saying? Do things that's smart, you heard. Me personally, mm, the first thing I would probably do, I would probably leverage the money into credit. So that way I never touch the hard cap of the $10 million. I could use another $1 million and just pay the $1 million and the you know the the uh the interest on the $1 million and not even touch my 10 mil, and everything that I need for my million, whether it's house, car. I mean, I already have stuff like that. So it's like, what more do I really need outside of security forever? That forever security. You know what I'm saying? Creating my forever mailbox money, so to speak. So I would leverage my money into credit. And that way, because it's already tax free, that way I don't get an extra interest outside of the interest on the taxes later on as well. So I'm gonna leverage the money into credit. My brother chose to He chose to buy property. In the chat, I seen two. So they also said leverage money into their credit as well. The rest of the world went with number three, buy everything they ever wanted at 43%. What do you think about that?
Gonna be a
Yo,
lot of BBLs out there. You know
yo,
what I'm saying?
you got to tell the people what you think about that. You know what I'm saying? They said they rather buy everything they ever wanted ever at 43%. That's kind of high too.
That's kind of high. That's just they're like, yo, fuck it. I just want, you know what I'm saying?
Uh
I
huh.
want that six oven, you know what I'm saying? Six oven joint. I want the
Break,
10 the
break.
10-story tall TV so I can play my my PlayStation 10
Uh
and I'm
huh.
good, you know what I'm saying?
PlayStation 10.
Yeah, they're already in the future because it's like you want to buy everything you ever want, right? So you just gonna buy shit that ain't even here yet. You feel me? Because that's
Yo,
the thing.
what
43%. I
what
mean,
what
I
what
guess.
what Martin did? He bought a motorcycle and left it in the living room. You know what I'm saying? He even dropped no more. How you get a motorcycle up to what floor? He lived on the third floor, right?
Yo, with the leather jacket
With
though.
the other jacket, bro.
You ever touch your leather, Mike?
Yo, you stupid. It's the
Crazy.
supple
But
leather.
buy everything you want. I can't knock that neither. You know what I'm saying? I can't.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, see, when most people get money for real, they gonna say, "Yo, you only live once," so they gonna go ahead. You know what
It's
I'm
gonna be
saying?
a lot of contradictions, a lot of like, you know what I'm saying, double standards. It's gonna be a lot of like, yo, this is for me. It's a treat to myself. I deserve it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? It's gonna be a lot of that. But why do
yeah.
you deserve 5 Rolls Royces though? You don't deserve that. You don't need five of them.
I need one in every color. That's the red is for Tuesday. You know what I mean? Like, what you talking about? I only drive in the finest of cars. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Make sure in every car I have sugar cookies. You know what I'm saying? I eat the finest of sugar cookies in every
all
Rolls Royce.
all my cars get detailed with oil with oil and with diamonds in it. You know what I'm saying? I only get the
Yo,
finest detail. You know what I'm
the
saying?
fine details. You know what I'm saying? And I have a different driver for every day of the week, not the same driver. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
Necessary. You know what I'm saying? If y'all never seen a movie called Brewster's Billions or Millions, I think it's Brewster's Millions. Y'all have to see that movie. I had mentioned that before. So make sure y'all tap into that. Yo, shout out to Rowan Jack, Van, King Prince in the building. My bad. Some of our day ones already tapped in. You see their membership badges. Again, we
shout
thank
out.
you for having y'all membership badges. We appreciate that. I got in late, but I'll go with two because King Prince said two. Yeah, so the question was if you had $10 million in cash tomorrow, tax free, what is the first thing you would do? Number one was buy property. Number two, leverage your money into credit. Number three, buy everything you ever wanted. Number four, absolutely nothing. And 43% of the people said buy everything you ever wanted. So yeah, that's where we at right now. All right, moving on to our next popular opinion. Best hip hop album in 2020 in 20 in 2004. Best hip hop album in 2004. Number one, Young Buck, Straight Outta Cashville. Number two, Lil Wayne, The Carter. Number three, Ludacris, The Red Light District. Number four, Eminem, Encore.
Nah, Lil Wayne the Carter.
Wow.
That
I,
one out of that list, it that album for me for that particular hit better out of all of them. You know what I'm saying? But
uh-huh.
there was other albums that dropped in 2004 that was bangers. That's not on that list. So
Yes. Yes.
you know what I'm saying? So for this particular list, for me, it was Lil Wayne the Carter.
Yo, shout out to King Prince. We appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you, man. We appreciate that, man. 80, yeah, we on episode 83, man.
Yeah,
We
we
keep climbing,
cooking.
baby. So we appreciate you for showing that love, man. Thank you. Um, so my brother went with Lil Wayne, the Carter. I'm gonna have to agree. The red light district was kind of a disappointment. It was it wasn't going crazy like how I thought it was going to go crazy. It had a couple of bangers on it, but it was still kind of like it wasn't as good as I thought it would be, to be honest with you. Eminem Encore, I'm not necessarily an Eminem fan. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I'm a fan of hip hop. He is a good lyricist, but his content, I don't identify with the things that he was rapping about, to be honest with you. But
Mhm.
he's very talented. Young Buck, straight out of Cashville, was a fire album at the time. I know people like to front on Young Buck or whatever, but
You
at
got a
that
lot of bangers on that.
that he a lot of bangers on there. That was preeminent G Unit days, where 50 had bangers, Lloyd Bank had bangers, Tony Yayo had bangers, the Game had bangers, Young Buck had bangers on that album. So I won't front on him about that. And I have to be very fair, but I'm with you, bro. I'm going with the Carter as well. So I went with the Carter, you went with the Carter in the chat. I see a little bit encore, and Eminem encore. The rest of the world though, they went with the Carter at 46%, y'all. At 46%. What do you think about that, bro?
He had some fire beats. I mean fire beats. He has fire songs on that Carter album. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
this is when he was finally like Little Wayne, Little Wayne.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
This is when the introduction of what we the younger generation know as Little Wayne.
yeah,
The Carter was the introduction of that. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
So
yeah.
there was a lot of hits on that album. And shout out to everybody else on that list. But I felt as though on Little Wayne deserved that one. You know what I'm saying?
And it was a completely different vibe from the what was it, 500 degrees or 600 degrees. But it was a completely different vibe for that album. So, the rest of the world agreed with us. All right, moving on to our next popular opinion. And again, y'all, please make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, because you just never know when we're going to come up, even though we up every Thursday, every Sunday night at 10:30. All right, moving on to our next question. Build your NBA franchise on this list, all time, everyone healthy, all eras. This is broken up into stars, role players, no, stars, a secondary star, and a role player. Basically, somebody coming off the bench. So that's how this list is broken up. Again, a star, secondary star, and a player coming off the bench. All right, so team number one, Vince Carter, Rasheed Wallace, Ben Gordon. Number two, Chris Jackson, aka Mahmoud Abdul Rauf, Scottie Pippen, Manu Ginobili. Number three, Penny Hardaway, Lamar Odom, Lou Williams. That's it. Those three.
Williams. The second one you said
And tell us what y'all think in the chat.
what was
The second one was Mahmoud Abdul Rauf, also known as Chris Jackson, Scottie Pippen, and Manu Ginobili.
what was
So
the first what was the first one again? It was
Vince Carter,
uh,
Rasheed Wallace, Ben Gordon coming off the bench.
yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Vince Carter, Ben Gordon off the bench, and Rasheed Wallace because off rip, that's you already got Vince Carter already jumping out the gym.
Yeah.
You got
And
Rasheed
get buckets. And get
getting
buckets.
all that cook you. You know what I'm saying? Prime Vince Carter was, you know what I'm saying? Hitting you with crossovers and cooking you. Then we got Rasheed Wallace just monster, and he can hit threes too.
Mm-hmm.
After dealing with that, then we got Ben Gordon coming off the bench.
Yeah. Yeah, Ben used to go off the bench. Like Ben was one of the players that actually was a starter, but for some reason when he started, he would average 15, 16. But when he came off the bench, he'll cook 24, 25, 26, 27. So he a cookie monster, bro. Pause. He would get it off the bench. So all right, so you went with team one. Me personally, I'm gonna have to go with team two. Cause Abdul Rauf, aka Chris Jackson, used to go off. He used to get all kinds of buckets. And this was in the 90s and he was cooking. He was on the team with Shaq and dang, I can't remember the other big right now. And LSU, and he was the best player on the team. He was the best scorer on the team. He was only like 5'11 at best. I'll say more like 5'10. Cooking. Had 50, 45, like back then, bro, when people played defense. So I'm going with Chris Jackson, aka Mahmoud Abdul Rauf. Pair him up with Scottie Pippen, who's a great secondary player who could do everything, defend, rebounds. He could shoot a little bit. Scottie wasn't necessarily a scorer like that. And then you got Manu coming off the bench, bro. So that's the team I'm going with. So I'm going with team two. My brother went with team one, which is Vince Carter, Rasheed Wallace, and Ben Wallace coming off the bench. They talking
I
about
said Ben Gordon.
Allen
It
Iverson
was
not on
Ben
the list.
Wallace.
Do you believe that Vince Carter is better than Scottie Pippen? Yes, I do. Yes, yes. If you was to take Scottie Pippen out and put Vince Carter with the Chicago Bulls with Vince Carter's skill set, they would have been even tougher to beat. You know why? Because Vince Carter could do everything that Scotty can do. Every single thing. Defense. He was 6'7", 230 pounds. He jumps out the gym. We're not even going to compare athleticism. We're not doing that, are we? He was a better scorer and a better shooter. Scotty only averaged maybe 16 a game career, and he got a chance to run his own show. In clutch moments, they didn't even give him the ball. So we don't, let's not do that. Scotty benefited off of playing with the Bulls, and the Bulls benefited from Scottie Pippen's skill set, where Scotty could do everything on the court. He could guard 1 to 4. He could score. I just said what Scotty can do. So I give props to Scotty, but we're not going to say that Vince Carter is not a better player than Scottie Pippen. That's crazy. All right, y'all. So the rest of the world went with Team One. They agree with you with Vince Carter, Rasheed Wallace, and Ben Gordon at 37%. What do you think about that?
Is it Ben Gordon or Ben Wallace?
Ben,
I'm coming
ben,
out to
ben Gordon.
Ben Gordon. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, because it's because of the tag team of Vince Carter and Rasheed Wallace. It was just that's insane to just you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Already got top tier defense in Vince Carter. And then on top of that, premier defense with Rasheed Wallace. And not forget the offensive play that Vince Carter brings. So like I'm not mad at that choice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. All right, y'all. Moving on to our next popular opinion. Again, don't be afraid to type in your answers into the chat. We love, and we love to, you know what I'm saying? We love this. Even if you don't agree with us, even if you don't agree, still type it in. There's this conversation. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. All right, y'all. Best Jodeci song on this list. Best Jodeci song on this list. And y'all know Jodeci used to cook. Number one, Forever My Lady. Number two, My Heart Belongs to You. Number three, Come and Talk to Me. Number four, Stay. You already know, man. You already know. Ain't
Mm.
nothing but love. You know what I'm saying? We're here for the love. Pause.
Uh, I'm gonna have to go with "Come and Talk to Me." Son. That should just hit different. I mean, they all just.
Yeah.
It's a tough list. I can't just say this song hit different amongst all the other top tier songs on this list. You know what I'm saying? But nah, for me, I'm gonna go with "Come and Talk to Me." You know what I'm saying?
I come and talk. Yo, all these songs get the party started. Like, fellas, I'm gonna tell you this: if you're alone with your lady, you don't want Jodeci, it just changed the mood. It creates a sexy situation. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, get your Jodeci rocking. All right, so my brother would come and talk to me. Me personally, I'm gonna go with Stay. Stay is so popping, and every time I hear Stay, I think of the video. Like, the video was just super popping. They had the, you know what I'm saying, the cut off windbreaker jumpsuit. You know what I'm saying, leather. You know what I'm saying, they gonna rock some leather. You know what I'm saying, or
Mm-hmm.
they stood up to the linen. They had the linen windbreaker, set. You know what I'm saying, and they just standing by some pillars with the sun and the waves coming in from the beach. Like, Stay was popping, bro. Stay was popping. That's still my song, still to this day, even though all these songs is fire. So I'm gonna go with Stay. My brother would come and talk to me in the chat. I'm seeing Forever My Lady. What else I'm seeing? Santana, you want to be my
Yeah, great.
uh, yeah, so I'm seeing Forever My Lady. So the rest of the world, again, the chat went with Forever My Lady. I went with Stay. My brother would come and talk to me. The rest of the world, 37% went with Come and Talk to Me. What do you think about that?
You know what I'm saying? Yo, they all fire songs. They're all fire songs. I'm not even gonna hold you, but it's just something about that come and talk to me where it's like you hear that, you just let God get off that wall and, you know what I'm saying, go to the dance floor. Well, when we used to have dance floors, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? That
not the sections.
yeah, that's part of the museum now, you know what I'm saying? Ancient history times, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
when that was occurred, that's what you did, you know what I'm saying, when that song came on. So that's what
yeah,
that reminds me of.
yeah. That's a fact. That's a fact, yo. That's All these songs is fire. All right, y'all. Moving on to our next segment. Hollywood Need to Ask Us. This segment was brought up because they need new ideas. Not to mention, I'll get into it later. But Hollywood need new ideas. You want to start this one off, or you want me to start it off?
Nah, you could start it off.
All right, so Hollywood need to ask us. I want to see either a movie or a 10 series episode, 10 a 10 yeah 10 series episodes of the C.R. Patterson and Sons Company. They was the first black, and y'all know I hate to say the word black, and I use melanated, but for the text of what I'm talking about, they was the first black automakers in the U.S.
Mm,
So, like I said, they was melanated, they was brothers, they was black. C.R. Patterson and Sons, they actually designed the first remnants of the Tesla Cybertruck, of what they have out now with the Tesla. They designed the first model of it.
mm,
It looks a little different, but the idea, you could clearly see it was inspired based on some of their earlier designs. So me personally, I want to see a movie or a 10 episode series. I kept saying it wrong. A 10 episode series of the C.R. Patterson and Son automakers around that time.
mm. Nice. I didn't even know about that. When were they around?
They was around in the early. I got the time. I got it somewhere, but it was obviously 1900s, early 1900s, a little bit before that. I know I got the time wrong right now. I want to give you an exact time, but I didn't write that down. My mistake. But I want to see a movie on that. There was the first, all melanated automakers. Like, they was probably the first like flexers for real. Like, before Instagram and all that stuff. They trying to talk to a woman. They like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I make cars. Cars. What's that? Oh, a little automobile. You see that? Or like, you know what I'm saying? Instead of driving on the horse, that stink butt horse. You know what I'm saying? Once you get inside, feel that leather. It's nice and supple. You know what I mean? Just sit right here. You know what I mean? Just chill. You know what I mean?
You ever felt some leather?
Just relax right here. You know?
You got a
Great.
feng shui car.
You smell that? You know what I'm saying? It'll smell like horse butt in here. Do it. You know what I'm saying? Just chill. You know what I'm saying? Have a coke and a smile. You heard?
Mhm.
Shout out to Nice. Thank you for tapping in with us. We appreciate you. Hit that like button. Yeah, so that's what I want to see, a movie or a 10 episode series.
All right, dope, dope. Mine's a little bit morbid, but I just always wanted to know what happened. Hollywood needs to make a series, at least pretty much same thing, 10 episodes, but really delve deep into the case of what happened to John Benet Ramsey. Uh,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
now, she tragically passed away. I remember this because
Yeah.
it was it was on Christmas Day, and you know what
We
I mean.
was
I'm
kids
waking
too.
up.
We was kids too.
Yeah, I was waking up, going to the Christmas tree. We just finished opening presents, having breakfast. I go in the basement, turn on the TV, and lo and behold, this situation happens, and it was just shocking. And yeah, I'm saying she was only like 6 years old when it happened, and it happened in her own family house in the basement in some second side room or something. And 28 years later, we still don't know what happened. And I feel as though that we deserve to know what really happened to her. I think it's very mysterious of how this situation occurred, as far as like when it was being presented. As me being a little kid, you in the basement of your own crib during Christmas, just like I'm having Christmas, like you was having Christmas. That's very morning.
And nobody know nothing.
No, nobody know nothing. You disappear, then they find you later on, like hours later. Like, oh, she must be all right. So we just gonna carve the turkey, hand gifts out. Like what?
Part of the Christmas is the kids.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Where you doing at? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you know what I'm saying?
So I want to see a real fleshed out, drawn out, basically series on what could have possibly happened. Because again, there's never been no arrests. So you know what I'm saying? Case is still ongoing. About 28 years later. So you know what I'm saying? I would love to know if there has been a conclusion in the case, or I'm pretty sure it's not. You know what I'm saying? With all this new technology now, solving all kind of cases. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, yeah.
it's unfortunate that this case has not been solved yet. So I want to see a series about it.
I've always thought that it was a member of the family. I've always thought that because to be in the basement, to be in that house, it has to be somebody that's close. Has to be. They have that much access. So I always thought it was somebody that's in the immediate family. I always thought that. So,
Yeah, facts.
but they
The
never
parents,
had a real.
parents to me, when they showcase the parents, they just look mad sus.
Yes,
A little mad suspect.
yes,
Either they look suspect or they hiding the fact that they know the suspect. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
One or the other. Because in the eyes, they just look real funny. And this, at my age, that shit shocked me. You know what I'm saying? Because
mm,
this was 96. So, you know what I'm saying? We in New York, so, it's shooting, stabbings.
yeah.
That's regular.
That's regular.
That's older. That's
Yeah,
adults. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? That's grown people.
yeah,
Never kids. You never hear a situation about kids getting, you know what I'm saying, in this manner and this magnitude, and don't nobody know nothing.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
In a mind you, in a plush, lavish neighborhood.
Hmm.
When I mean he got his own money, I mean he got his own money. Bro had a basement and a side basement. You never
Yo,
hear the set
stupid.
for the crib?
He
Like,
said, the boy had his own money. He had his own money. Yo, you was dumb, bro.
well, yeah, that's my Hollywood needs to ask us.
All right, that would be dope. That would be dope. They should have been that right there would be perfect for the same people that does the OJ, they doing Aaron Hernandez, they did the Monica Lewinsky.
That they the same. They need to tap into that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Tap in.
yeah, yeah. I agree with you. I agree with you. All right, y'all, that's dope. Moving on to our next segment. Before we move on, again, hit that membership page. We got memberships, gold, platinum, family, and day ones, all different access, and just tap into it. You get link. The links is in the bio, and the links is also on the home page. All right, moving on to our must see segment. Must see movies, must hear music, must see TV shows. You want to start this off?
So chat, you know how I do. I always have a theme. Excuse me. I always have a theme for my shows. So for my movies. So I figured my theme for this one would be movies I quote on the regular. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh,
these are
oh
movies. Now, mind you, we have a lot of movies, so I only could pick three. So
yeah.
these are my top three. I have a slew of movies I quote on the regular, but these are my top three. So if you go and watch these movies, and moving forward in future episodes, I refer to a line in the movie, then you could laugh along too, because you part of the inside. You know what I'm saying? You part of the in crew. You know what I'm saying? So
Easy, easy, Mojo, easy.
you
I
know what
haven't
I'm
heard
saying?
flip. Mo
Uh,
to the joke. Easy, Mojo.
Moti, you starting?
Yo,
All right. First on this list is my classic, Any Given Sunday. Classic, classic, classic.
two,
Came out in 1999. Stars Al Pacino, William Oliver Stone, Jamie Foxx, Cameron Diaz, Dennis Quaid, James Woods, Lawrence Taylor, Jim Brown, LL Cool J, Leela Rashawn, Bill Bellamy, and Aaron Eckhart. It's about a dude that plays for a fictional Miami football team in a fictional NFL franchise. And you know what I'm saying? He just gets his start on his starting role, and you got to watch the rest of the movie and figure out why I quote this movie on the regular. You know what I'm
yo,
saying?
why will they pull up on Willie Beeman? He's sitting there eating chips and play caller upside down. Like, yo, he was like, huh? What you talking about? He's like, I told you to get warmed up about 5 minutes ago.
Yo, the bro they have was not ready, so he was just collecting the check. That's all. You know what I'm saying? He was just there to get waved the trade. You know what I'm
Yo,
saying? Whatever they try to do. You know what I'm saying?
got quick feet.
Yo, coach, I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? I like the coach. You
Yo,
Yo, he act like we lost the game or something.
yeah. I ain't trying to
uh,
kiss ready to lose his ass. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just trying to win some games. That's it.
You know who I am and what I did for this team? I take your fucking life, man.
Oh, all right. Next on my list of movies I quote on the regular is 40-Year-Old Virgin. Came out in
All right.
2005. Stars Steve Carell, Paul Rudd, Seth Rogen, Catherine Keener, Romani Malco, Elizabeth Banks, Leslie Mann, Kate Dennings, Jonah Hill, Jane Lynch, Mindy Kaling, and Shelley Malil. Funny, 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 funny movie. As the title says, it's about a 40-year-old version. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta watch the rest of the movie to figure out why I quote this movie on the regular. You know what I'm saying? Because me and my mans, we rep the same smart tech. You know what I'm saying? So
You heard? Stop playing. Stop playing. You want gold? Fire
you know,
off.
yeah, look. Just you saying too many big words. So just because I don't understand, I'm gonna take them as disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Watch your mouth and help me with this sale. You know what I'm saying?
You know Luca Period third. You know what I'm saying? Rolling 20. You know what I'm saying? Yo, fire.
Yo, fire movie. You know what I'm saying? And not Last on my list, but my top tier number one movie I quote on the regular. You must
Stay there,
know this about me. You gotta
stay,
know this, y'all. You know
stay
what I'm
there
saying?
for
Chat, y'all gotta know this. It's Bad Boys.
Bad Boys. Okay, Bad
Not-
Boys. I thought
Came
you was
out in,
gonna say,
huh?
I thought you was gonna say paid in full. I kept saying paid in full. It's gonna be paid in full.
Nah, you know what I'm saying? Why don't you just tell your cousins to bring the shit back so we all could go home, right? So Bad Boys came out in 1995. It stars Will Smith, Joe Pantoliano, Teresa Randall, Tay Leone, John Sally, Scott Cumberbatch, Lisa Boyle, Sharon Alexander, Marge Hellenberger, uh, Trotsky Cargo, Tiffany Samuels, and Julio Oscar Metro. So follows two Miami-Dade detectives who work for the narcotics, you know what I'm saying, department, and they got to solve the case of them losing evidence in their own police department. And once they start getting into the case, all hell breaks loose, and you gotta watch the rest of the movie. Find out why I quote this movie on the regular. Top tier classic, 1995. You know what I'm saying? It's just a good movie right here. So it's one of the best movies I quote ever. Like I said, many movies, like my bro was saying, that I just had to like put to the side because you know what I'm saying the list was too long, so I had to shorten it. So the movies I quote on the regular are Bad Boys, 40-Year-Old Virgin, and Any Given Sunday.
My name is Mike Lowry. Come on, lady. We don't got much time. Again, my name is Mike Lowry.
Oh, I forgot. The Bad Boys probably know where you live.
Good luck.
Yo, what type of cop work is that, son? Yo, son.
Yo, he said you didn't feel the dents in the bed. He
I
says
had
from
to stab Luke and Duke.
like, oh, all the pictures I see your partner, I thought you might have been gay. Like, you know, the dents in the bed, you know what I'm saying? It's from all that, you know what I'm saying? All that, you know what I'm saying? How nice. All right, so those are some fire movies must see. Let me go back up real quick. Rowan Jack did say something. Uh, he suggested a movie that would be or a series that would be great, which is September 10th, 2001, before the September 11th. Everything that happened on September 11th. That would be a dope series. So I wanted to point that out for you
Mm.
real quick as we move along. Great idea. Great idea. All right, so for me, my must see movies, y'all already know how I do. I don't have a theme, but I feel like movies that was in your face, but you ain't never pressed the play button. So my first number one must see movie, came out in 1991, directed by William Dare. Is called If Looks Could Kill. The stars Richard Greco, Linda Hunt, Roger Bees, Gabrielle Anwar, Patricia Bartlett, about a young high school senior. He has to do summer school to even graduate officially. So a part of making his requirement, he has to go to France to learn French. Which is lit. You go to another country just to learn the language. You know what I'm saying? That's basically like a vacation. But this is early '90s, and this was his punishment. So happily, him and another man. You have to watch the rest of the movie. I'm not gonna ruin it for y'all. So make sure you tap into see if looks could kill. I think it's up on Tubi right now, if I'm not mistaken. Y'all know how Tubi do. Tubi stay with the movies. So make sure y'all tap into Tubi. Um, well, make sure you tap into If Looks Could Kill. My number two must see movie called Drop Squad came out in 1994, directed by David C. Johnson. Stars Eric LaSalle, Vondi Curtis Hall, Ving Rhames, Cassie Lemon, Crystal R. Fox, and Leonard L. Thomas. It's really too much people to name for this movie, but I'm just giving y'all that. I'm really just giving y'all that. This movie is so fire about a young corporate executive doing his thing, climbing up the corporate world, and somebody or a group of people gotta watch the rest of the movie. You gotta tap in. I'm not gonna ruin it for y'all again. The movie's called Drop Squad. My third must-see movie came out in 1995, directed by Spike Lee, y'all. Too many stars to name in this movie. I think this movie was pivotal to Spike Lee's career because everybody that was in this movie either was a star or became a star, or they are excellent at what they do. If you When you hear these names for this movie and you look them up, these people accolades is on a whole nother level. So this movie stars uh Mekhi Phifer, Harvey Keitel, Isaiah Washington, Delroy Lindo, Keith David, John Torritello, Pee Wee Love, Harry Lennox, Thomas J. Bird, Michael Emporio, Hassan Johnson. That's just I'm not gonna name the rest of the half because the other half is just as next level. So again, this movie's called Clock. It's about a young neighborhood kid in New York City, that early New York City, violent, funky, just dirty but exciting type of place to be. Uh, the name Clockers tell you what they are. They're young drug dealers in front of their neighborhood. And you have to watch the rest of the movie. I won't ruin it for you. Make sure you tap into Clockers. So my three must-see movies again: Clockers, number one. Number two, Drop Squad. Number three, If Looks Could Kill. So make sure you tap into those movies, y'all.
Facts.
Favorite Fort Macklemore or G. Blake Griffin, Fun Family Guy, 22 V Buck Cards. Okay. Okay, for real. Moving, coming out. Okay. All right, moving on to must hear music. I'm gonna keep rolling with that Jodeci vibe. Get your summertime right. For most places, it's still summertime because the weather's still nice. It was hot as hell today in Florida or in Orlando. It was hot as hell. So I'm gonna give you some more of that Jodeci crack. And there's songs that I haven't that wasn't even mentioned unpopular opinion. So I'm gonna give y'all some more of that Jodeci crack. So make sure y'all add these songs to your playlist. Must hear Jodeci edition. Love You for Life. Add that song to your playlist. Again, Love You for Life. Second ad, I'm Still Waiting. Add that to your playlist. And last one, Cry for You. So again, make sure you add these to your playlist. Jodeci, Cry for You. I'm Still Waiting. Love You for Life. So make sure y'all add those to y'all playlist. All right, moving on to our classic shows. You want to start this one off?
It's not a classic show, but it's a definitely must see. It's on Apple TV if you have it. Show came out in 2019. It has 3 seasons and it's called C. Stars Jason Momoa, Sylvia Hoyt, Hera Hilner, Christian Carmago, Eden Epstein, Archie Mancave, Nesta Cooper, Tom Mison, Dave Batista, Olivia Chang, Nina Curie, and Alfre Woodard. It's about a post-apocalyptic future where all the human population can't see, so they evolve into a world where nobody has sight, but everybody has all their other senses, and they evolved into their own societies and their own cultures, and actually their own factions and kingdoms. And you follow Jason Momoa's character, who's a father trying to protect his family and his village. And you gotta watch this. The dope series. Got 3 seasons. Again, it's on Apple TV and it's called C. Fire. They made create their own language. And it's a dope series. Everybody on there is acting on top tier. And you heard the list of actors on this card right here. So definitely check this show out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. Quick shout out to Ohio. Ohio's in the building. Shout out to JG. So
Well,
shout out.
shout out to Ohio. I heard they get money in Akron. You know what I'm saying? That's a movie quote. That's a movie quote. You gotta find out what movie that's from.
Yo, yo, you stupid, bro.
I ain't know they get money in Akron.
I, I, I thought they just grew corn in Akron. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
Yo,
real talk, son. Yo, you can't shoot, son.
why you didn't give me the ooh ah? Nah, man, I needed the ooh ah. You know what I'm saying? Yo, face it, baby. You can't shoot, you trash. Like, yo, shout out to that movie, man. In Too Deep. All right, my classic show. It's a classic show. I feel like I'm telling my age a little bit with this show. I had to take it way back to the anime, but it go way back. Came out in 1990. Was on for 7 seasons. Stars Howie Mandel, Tino Insano, uh, Charity James, Frank Walker, Debbie Drew Berry, and Gail Mantis. This show is called Bobby's World.
Bobby's World, son.
Bobby's World used to be popping, popping. Bobby's World, the little kid rolling around on a little bike. You know what I'm saying? The little toy bikes or whatever, just causing hella havoc. But it was such a fun fire show, and it's great for kids to watch still to this day. So it is a must. It's actually a classic show. So that's my classic show for this episode. You got cologne for us?
Definitely got some smell good for y'all this week. You know what I'm saying? So if you look good, you feel good, you gotta smell good, you're gonna do good. So this fragrance this week is Jimmy Choo, and the scent is called Man. Fire, fire, fire bottle. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy Choo is top tier brand, so you already know. You're gonna get top tier quality with this one, and the scent is off the wall. You know what I'm saying? So again, Jimmy Choo, and the scent is called Man.
So make sure y'all tap into that man scent. You know what I'm saying? Get your smell right so you can get right. Moving on to our next segment. Y'all already know what time it is. It's time to rap, y'all. This segment is brought to you by Button Snaps, where you get classic movies, shows, documentaries, as well as original content for your viewing pleasure of $4.99. Again, Button Snaps. First hot topic of the night. I left this topic from the last episode because we ran out of time. But the USA men basketball wins the gold medal. What do you think about that?
I'm glad that, you know what I'm saying, we took the title home. You know, we brought top tier talent to make sure that we did, and they delivered and, you know what I'm saying, handled business. You know what I'm saying? So that's all you can ask for.
I find it very interesting though that before we used to send not our best players to USA Gold outside of the Michael Jordan Dream Team. Ever since then, no, the team after that, they was the best that we could send, and they also won gold. But it seemed like after that, it was always like a drop off point. So it really took Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, LeBron James, and all these other top tier primary guys from this for this era to really bring home the gold. And it wasn't like a blowout. They had to really like dig deep and really, win this. To win this, it was very suitable competition worldwide. So it's just interesting that the talent gap has narrowed where the USA is not necessarily head and shoulders better than everybody else. So I find that extremely interesting. But salute to the USA men for bringing home the gold. 20 years from now, people not gonna remember uh, how the NBA looked at this particular time. They just gonna remember the fact that the USA won the gold that particular year. So salute and yeah, man, they got the gold. All right, moving on to our next hot topic. Meat glue is going rapid. So what I mean by that is the meat that you guys are buying from the grocery store. If you really haven't realized, it has meat glue. You have to be aware from the certain type of grocery stores that you get your meat from and how they make it because when it's being made, they've really taken different parts of different animals and gluing them together and calling it one thing. What do you think about that?
So it just showcases how diabolical the system is. You know what I'm saying? Like where nothing is authentic, nothing is real no more, nothing you can't trust none of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Don't make it look like it's something else. And it just reverts back to that scene in the Matrix when bro was like Cypher was just sitting with the agent and he's cutting the steak up and he's like,
Yeah,
yo, I know this steak ain't real, but my mind tells me it is. And you know what I'm saying? He cuts his steak and he eats it. And he's like, yo, ignorance is bliss. And it's like the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It's the same scenario with this situation right here. It's like this system don't give a fuck. Like how you pause and create meat glue. Like that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to a more efficient way of actually using real meat. You know what I'm saying? Pause. Like
yeah,
you feel me? Like, but because this corporate this corporatized version of the meat industry and got a meat quota and this, that, and the third. So now you got cut corners to meet quota every month. And it's like when you start doing that, now you cheapen the product because it's not valued the same no more because you know what I'm saying? It's cheap now. You know what I'm saying? You got meat glue. Like, come on.
yeah, yeah,
So who knows how long they've been doing that? So
yeah. And I was saying that to someone earlier that we're learning about things now in recent time. So imagine the things that they was doing 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, with the illusion that it's just good quality meat. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, be aware what y'all putting into your bodies. Read those labels because these companies, they're all out to make their money. And if you get sick, most people, when they get sick, they don't think to go after these companies to sue. They don't think that. They won't, they're like, yeah, I had some bad meat. Okay, you had some bad meat from which company? Go do the due diligence. Be careful what y'all put into your bodies, yo, for real. All right, moving on to our next hot topic. They've been mentioning it in the chat all night. VP Kamala Harris. Okay, now she wants to provide a $6,000 tax credit, child tax credit, if she's elected as president. She also says she wants to bring or give people earned income credit with the child tax credit that's going to help people to get back more money. What do you think about that before I go in? Because some of y'all know I also own a tax company. So what do you think about this?
that's it.
Yeah, that was one of her like if you vote
That's her leading charge is you have
this
more babies, I'm gonna give you a tax credit for having more babies. Get the fuck out of here. That's it? Nah. Nah. Get this Similac. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you call it blue dog shit. You know what I'm saying? Get a whole can of Similac. Like, come on. Like, are you serious? This is the best you could really offer. You really think that's really gonna um get people like up in arms and really out there to vote for you? Like, yes, a tax credit. I'm gonna just have more kids, even though the kids I already have is expensive. At least the new one, I get a tax credit. If it's only for the 4 years she's around, and if I even get it. Nah.
so So what people don't realize when she said, "I want to give you guys the earned income credit and the child tax credit." All right. So for those who don't know, if you have children, if you get earned income credit means is that you're over a certain age and you make under a certain amount of money. That's what earned income credit is. So for if you're a young mother or a young father and you have children and you make under a certain amount of money, they'll give you a tax credit. You've been getting that tax credit. There's no change to that tax credit. So she's offering something that's already available. Then now the child tax credit. How much do y'all think y'all been getting in child tax credit? Y'all been getting 3,000 in child tax credit. Not to mention, if a kid is under a certain age, you also be getting a monthly stipend. And if you make under a certain amount, they're going to give you another credit to that. If you make over a certain amount, then that's that. So how can you give people something that they already have? When you say $6,000 child tax credit, that's not helping all Americans that are middle class. That only helps the working class people if they have children. If they have children. But what about those other people who get up every day, bust they hump, go to work like we supposed to, go get that money, make over a certain amount. But if you make over a certain amount, no, and you don't have kids, then that child tax credit don't work for you. Simple and plain. So at the end of the day, if she really wanted to do something, bring back Schedule A. The Schedule A form allows people to write work related expenses into their credit, not a write off, but it allows you to have a credit. The higher that credit, which combines for not just standard itemization, but you get what they call, damn, I had a crazy brain freeze, but there's another itemization on top of that that you receive that not only that it maximizes your what you paid in taxes, whether you paid over or under itemized deduction. I'm going crazy. Now it allows you to get an itemized deductions. Now you get that on top of anything else. So if you have that and you can get that and the child tax credit because it's children. So if you got children, child tax credit, and then you get itemized deductions with the standard deductions, now you bringing back real money to home. You bring it having a nice little check. If you only allowing people who make under a certain amount of money bring money home, how so for people that's in working class, don't bring no money home. People who are in working class can easily go broke. People who are in working class, they don't have no incentive to really go get it. Where's the incentive? You want their vote too, right? So you're picking on the lower class who make under a certain type of money, and they so basically all they got to do is make about 12 to 15,000 a year. You get your child tax credit, your earned income credit, and do you have a nice fat check. But if you're getting 10,000 for tax for your taxes, but you only make 14,000 for the year, so that's 24,000 that you're bringing home for the year. And you have more than two children. How far does 24,000 go for the year with 3 miles to feed?
It's a fake pump. It's a nice pump fake. You know what I'm saying? It sound good.
So y'all read between the lines when these politicians is talking to you. Again, I'm not saying I'm for Kamala Harris. I'm not saying I'm against Kamala Harris. What I'm saying is what she's saying is absolute dog shit in this particular regard when it comes to tax credits. She's just saying stuff to get a vote. Know the truth. Anything else you want to add to that?
Nah.
All right, moving on to our next topic. Internet couple. There's a guy that came on the internet. He was upset. He invited about 350 people to his wedding, only 60 RSVP. He's charging every person that comes to his wedding $450 per ticket. And he said a part of the reason why he's charging $450 a ticket is because him and his wife spent almost 200,000 just to put the wedding together. What do you think about that?
I believe this is why certain people shouldn't have access to money. You know what I'm saying? $200,000 on a wedding it's uncalled for, it's unreasonable, and it's like just should just get arrested by the finance police. You know what I'm saying? because you handling finances is insane. So now you want to get back into the black. So now we got to cover your bills? Nah. What? No.
Like when you spend that type of money on a wedding, are you doing that for the experience for you and your future wife? Or are you doing it, or are you doing it to impress other people?
Either or, it just looks bad because it looks bad on both partners because it's like there's nothing for the future because you just spent it on the now. Because $200,000, the fact that you even have that money to spend showcase like, okay, y'all have some semblance of how to get to the money, but you kind of like took 10 steps back by just blowing it all. You know what I'm saying? Or nothing that's gonna make you make that money back. The wedding is not making you money, but you think charging your your guests a fee to come to your wedding is gonna cut it? Yeah, okay. I'm surprised you even got 60 people to even show up and actually pay that fee.
And the husband or the husband to be was really feeling the type of way. He said, "Well, how can my family don't? How come my family don't support me, but my family could go to a Chris Brown concert or a Beyonce concert, but they can't spend $450 to come to my wedding?"
The difference is they're getting something back. Chris Brown is entertaining them. So they're paying $1,000 to be entertained by Chris Brown. So they know that for the $1,000 that they're spending, they're gonna get the value of that $1,000 via Chris Brown's entertainment, his music, his singing, all that. You know what I'm saying? The theatrics, all that. What are they getting when they pay $450 for your wedding? What are they getting for that? What experience? What theatrics? What you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Like, what are they getting?
yeah, yeah. I mean,
So
again, like real talk. At this point, the stage of the game, people like Chris Brown and Beyonce tickets. Chris Brown and Beyonce themselves, people, they gave us more than you as a couple gave us, if that makes sense. Like for the last 20, 30 years, Chris Brown and Beyonce been entertaining us, giving us great music, content. Y'all just got engaged. Like what does your union do for my spirit to give you $450 per? And that's why I said them spending that type of money for their wedding, is it to impress other people or is it for the experience? Because as human beings, we don't mind spending money for the experience. We were like, yo, I did it for the experience. It was expensive, but yo, I had a great time. I whatever, whatever. So are they
mhm.
doing it for the experience or are they doing it to impress other people? And it sounded like they was doing it to impress other people because now you're asking other people to pay basically back what you spent on your wedding. Nobody told you to get, the 35 doves. Nobody told you to get two pastors. Nobody told you to, what I'm saying, to have the church outside but inside. You know what I'm saying? Like it look outside but it's on inside. Nobody told you to get the colors. Nobody told you to get 10,000 photographers or the flowers. Nobody told you to do all that. You chose that to impress other people because when we spend money voluntarily, we do it for the experience. If I go to a Beyonce concert or a Chris Brown concert and spend that money, I'm doing it for the experience and I'm not going to complain.
That's a fact.
So I just I looked at the dude was like, yo, he done lost his mind. I wish somebody would invite me to their wedding and they're like, yeah, Ash, don't forget it's $450.
That's something you and your family's supposed to cover. Like nobody's covering that, and that's an egregious action point. And that marriage is doomed. I don't want it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not wishing no ill will to the future couple, but that's crazy.
That's a fact. Yo, quick shout out to Germany. We got Germany in the building. Okay,
Shout
appreciate you.
out, shout out.
You know, the judge was my wife uncle, so I had him at the reception to feed him to feed him afterwards. I've never heard of charging people to come to your wedding. I've never heard that myself. That is crazy. I wish I've never heard of that. I've never heard of that. So for him to come and $450, that's basically a PS5. So like realistically, like in this climate, how many people is really paying $450 to come see you and your new bride? Like your relationship matter to y'all. Your relationship don't matter to the other people. You see what I'm saying? Like
And on
make
top and on top of that, your wedding ain't in 4K. You know what I'm saying? PS5 is in 4K. So I'm gonna cop that before I cop that wedding ticket. You know what I'm saying?
and you got numerous of games. You know what I'm saying? You could, you know what I mean, you
I
tap
could
into different
swipe
games.
through, play wild amounts of games. I just have this wedding. Nah,
Yeah,
not doing that, Gino.
I agree. All right, moving on to our next hot topic. Legendary former champion boxer Oscar De La Hoya was up on Shannon Sharp's podcast. Um, night, not nightcap. I'm sorry. Damn, he was up on Club Shay Shay podcast. Club Shay Shay podcast. And he explained the picture with him in lingerie in the tub. And he said the reason why it was a picture of him in lingerie in the tub, um, he was drugged up. He said he had two women with him. They brought in the wrong suitcase. The suitcase was full of drugs and lingerie. He said he don't even remember putting the lingerie on, but that's what happened with that picture. So he put the lingerie on, took the picture, and he said it was because of the drugs. What do you think about that?
So what type of drugs was it? He ain't say. First of all, the pictures of you in some satin panties is you standing up. You know what I'm saying? You're not sitting down, you're not lunched over, you're not passed out. You know what I'm saying? So that story don't make no sense because if you were drugged up, you mean to tell me two little women can undress you, put you in lingerie, make you stand up and pose if you quote unquote drugged up? Nah, I don't buy that. You know what I'm saying? And what would be the purpose of doing all that?
I mean, he was trying to do the Tupac pose. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
I'm
like he was
just
trying
saying,
to. He was, you know
if
what
you
I'm saying?
drugged up and inebriated, you can't do that pose and stand up in heels. He
Mm-hmm.
had heels on too. So who buckled the little buckle by the ankle part? Pause. You know what I'm saying? With the stockings. Hey, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nice try, De La Hoya, but you was at one of them freak offs and you got. You know what I'm saying? They pop in the tape, show him what he did last night. You know what I'm saying?
So he was at the party party.
Oh, he was partying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Somebody took him shopping and then took him to the party party. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he was in the party in the party. You know what I'm saying?
So I what Rick James used to say cocaine is a hell of a drug, but he didn't say it was cocaine. He didn't say it was liquid cocaine. He didn't say. I didn't hear what drug it was. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't hear what drug it was, but he said it was drugs.
Regardless of what drugs it is, there's evidence of people doing those drugs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Never in the history of drugs have we ever seen people who do numerous amount of drugs take those said drugs and then all of a sudden want to dress in satin panties. There's never been documentaries. I've never seen news reports of said drug addict getting caught in the middle of Walmart in satin panties.
Yo, bro, stop
Boxing.
saying patties, bro. Stop, bro. He keeps saying patties. Yo, you stupid. So
I heard
sad.
that's how you feel the leather better. You know what I'm saying? That's what they say, son.
That's just what they say. You know what I'm saying?
It brings the leather out. You heard? So yeah, the story don't make no sense, and nah, son. It's just, bro, no, son. It's just too many of these Hollywood party stories for this to be one of them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's all it was. Like, you trying to placate, it wasn't, and that's what it is. Because you would have easily said that years ago when this photo came out, and be adamant about that story and still stick to that same story. But because we're in an age where media is not controlled by these conglomerates no more, you know what I'm saying? You don't get the fluff pieces. You don't get the prepared answers. You know what I'm saying? So now we catching people in funny lies right now. You know what I'm saying?
The only man that could pull this off, if you see a picture of him in women's clothing, but he's still smashing hella chicks, there's only one man that ever pulled that off, and that's Prince. If you not Prince, we not buying you in lingerie in tub, and it was just like a drug situation. Is it possible? Of course, it's possible. Of course. Is it likely? I don't believe that it's likely myself. The
Because
only
we
people pull off being in women's satin underwear, you know what I'm saying, laying on the bed is Prince. And you believe if Prince was like, yeah, I was, I had, the purple satin underwear, you know what I'm saying, but I had, Vanity over here, and I had, what I'm saying, Shirley E over here, and I had this other little, nice thing over here, and we was about to have some fun time. It was like, all right, it's Prince. I believe that it's Prince. That's what he do. But you Oscar De La Hoya, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? I just don't see it. You know what I'm saying? So that's just me personally. I don't know Ash. I mean, I don't know. Ash might be able to. Come on, y'all. Chill. I can't pull that off neither. I cannot pull that off, and I don't want to. Okay, that's not my thing. All right, Roman Jack is stupid. So I could pull that off too. Uh, Yeah. All right. So moving on to our next hot topic. We was talking about drugs. Now we're talking about alcohol. Alcohol. Y'all need to know the real deal with alcohol. And I think a lot of people do, but y'all don't care. You know what I'm saying? But know that alcohol is a body eating substance. Uh, and it's about spirits. Like alcohol also, if you think of the name alcohol and the different type of alcohol, like gin is nothing but another spiritual entity that people don't realize that they putting into their bodies. And like people think it's just for the taste and the vibe, but you really calling on a deity that you better be ready for. So um like certain people don't realize that alcohol is actually a magic potion. It is developed. It was developed by alchemists. People don't realize that as well, and it contains ethanol in alcohol, which is basically a barrier from the astral plane to the physical plane. So those who are drinking alcohol, we always say drink responsibly because you're gonna lose ability of your functions. So be careful drinking that alcohol. I used to drink alcohol myself. I I stopped for years now. So just be careful. I don't want to sound self-righteous. I'm not going to be self-righteous. If you're going to drink alcohol, just be responsible because you're taking on deities that you don't even realize that are entering your spirit and in your body and everything else. So just be careful. What do you think about that?
it's entirely too much ethanol out here for nobody to know nothing. You know what I'm saying? So somebody got to know some.
Somebody got something.
Jojo knows some. You know what I'm saying? He know more than tires. You know what I'm
You know
saying?
more tires, you heard? You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Tell
But
us
yeah,
something. Yo,
why don't you pick out a couple of white balls for yourself? Oh man, but yeah, alcohol. Yeah, those days of heavy drinking, blacking out. You know what I'm saying? Like them early 20s. You feel me? So we lived there, did that, and it's done. You know what I'm saying? So I barely drink like that, and maybe some wine a little bit, a shot or two, but it's very rare. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even really drink like that. So
And that's what
it makes sense. Because when we
people.
was on the Henny, we act niggas definitely acted definitely different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We was on
yeah.
the Hen Rock.
It was a different. It was a different spirit. You
It
see what
was
I'm
a
saying?
different vibe. I'm saying me mug was extra. You feel me?
It's that deity of the Hennessy. When you pop that in, you thought you was Superman. You know what I'm saying? You on that
You
Henny.
you already knew when you went to hood clubs and you saw mad goons still wearing their jackets in this club
Henny.
drinking Henny. Oh, you
Henny.
know it's about to get crazy. You know what I'm
Henny
saying? So
coat.
I'm like, yeah, it's about to get wild. So we just gonna hug the corners, hug the walls. When they get rowdy, we already in a good position to just dip and dabble and be protected. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so it makes sense that why they call it spirits. It's all in the wordplay. You know what I'm saying? That's why we say words is everything. Words is all over. They tell you all the time. Jinn. The name jinn is also the name that they use in Islam to refer to spirits and deities. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
They call liquor spirits, wine and spirits. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
yeah.
so,
And most alcohol stores are called it's spirits and wines. If it's
right.
in your spirits and wines, because it's evoking a different type of spirit. So do it responsibly. Be careful what you put in your bodies, y'all. For real. All right, moving on to our next hot topic. Bro, did you know that if you have a Disney Plus app, if something was to happen to you, you could not sue Disney?
What you mean?
If you have a Disney Plus app, if something happens to you that that is Disney fault, you cannot sue. There was a woman named Amy Tunsu who died due to an allergic reaction that she had to a food that she ate at Walt Disney at Disney World. Her husband sued, after she done passed, but there was a loophole with Disney that he's not even able to sue because he has the Disney app. So within the Disney app, they said all disputes with the company must be done directly. So you can't get representation to invoke your dispute in a legal manner. So because you have the Disney app and watching Disney tunes or whatever the case may be, and because they have that loophole that you're supposed to discuss your disputes directly to Disney, that you can't sue them.
Well, first and foremost, I'm gonna just keep the app and never fuck with Disney. You know what I'm saying? Keep the app, be in the comfort of my own home. So I don't gotta worry about going to Disney door. What door you gonna go and speak to who to issue your grievance with? You know what I'm saying? Without getting representation. And then it also showcases the demonic power in words when put together in a contract. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Nine
Mm-hmm.
times out of ten, we don't read those. When we download the apps, we don't read that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
they already investing in the fact that y'all don't read that. So they
Mm-hmm.
put these arbitrary clauses in these contracts. And side note, I could not find arbitrary in the Black's Law Dictionary. So
Yeah.
again, you know what I'm saying? Got more reason to get the fifth joint or the fourth. Fuck it, we might have to go get the first one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, so they put these clauses in there and very minutely, and they'll on top of the wordplay and the word jargon that they use to further confuse you. You know what I'm saying? So by the time you just exhausted from reading a whole bunch of words,
Yes.
somewhere along the lines, it'll be like one line with a couple of words put together that just eviscerate your whole claim for anything, mixed in with all the jargon and the buffalo. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
within that one little segment in part G6 of page 56, you know what
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
saying? They got that one line. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If you ever watch lawyer stuff and when they trying to sue a big company, what does the company do? They send them when they want to read all their financials. Them niggas send all types of fucking. Oh, you want paperwork? All right, we're gonna give you paperwork from '89. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Bury you in paperwork, so it take you forever to find whatever you looking for to bring up the grievance to win your case. Same
Mm-hmm.
situation here. We don't read the fine print, and they do that on purpose so they could constantly finesse us and stuff. And I've even heard a report where um, our governor of Florida was trying to sue, not sue, he was trying to do something with Disney, like get him up out of here, something. And basically Disney told them like nigga, we a private entity and we not even owned by America, so you can't
Yeah.
even, you don't have the authority to sue us. So that's on a whole nother level.
Yeah.
So on that's on the macrocosm. So on
Yeah.
a
Yes.
microcosm with this poor family that lost their wife due to some allergic reaction and can't get no reprieve and no remedy.
Mm-hmm.
If the damn governor can't get no remedy from these niggas,
What make you think it?
and he do business with them and then play golf later.
Right. Right.
And they
Right.
still not rocking with bro. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, nah. But we could go hit 18 holes after this, you know what I'm saying? Pause.
Yeah.
You be like, all right, fuck it. Cool. Yeah, they had sovereignty and they don't fall on. Yup. See, Ron Jack be knowing. Yeah. So that's what it was. Like it was a how do you have sovereignty on American soil? You know what I'm saying? It's a dirty, dirty game. You feel me? So
Mm-hmm.
for you to even have sovereignty in 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 America, you would already have to have those rights already bestowed to you long before.
Right.
So these is probably ancestral rights
Mm-hmm.
via what's it called, last names and so, this that and the fourth. Disney is not a normal name. You know what I'm saying? How do we even know if it's really his name? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It
How
could be
many?
an AKA, a DBA. You know what I'm saying?
How many people you came across in your life? Their last name was Disney.
How many
What?
people you came across and you'll call me Walt?
I know probably one Walt ever in my life.
I don't
Ever.
even know if I met a Walter.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? So
Yeah.
it's like the game is cold, son.
Mm-hmm.
The game is
And,
cold.
and you know what's crazy? Like, yo, money talk, man. Money talk.
So if that's the case, how much money does it take for one to be sovereign for y'all niggas to not do what y'all doing to this?
That's exactly what I'm saying with money
So
talk.
you know what I'm saying? So it's like what paperwork who I gotta get with to do the same thing they do?
But then again, every employee that you hire has to be a U.S. citizen.
But you not working on U.S. soil though. You working on you in America, but once you step in Disney, you in Disney, meaning you in they world.
Right. You know what I'm
So it's
saying?
a whole bunch of, you know what I'm saying?
Like in Beverly Hills Cop, you go into Wonder World. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. Once you're in Wonder World, you saw that the cops really couldn't go up in there like that.
Yeah, 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 yeah. You need an escort, fool.
Yeah.
Like
And
if you bust
they
my bus,
LAPD. You talking about I need an escort. Nigga, I escort you.
yeah,
Now on these premises you don't. You know what
if
I'm
you
saying?
bust, if you bust, I bust back on these premises. You know what I'm saying? So
Somebody
careful.
somebody on the way with the paperwork. You know what I'm saying? Somebody on the way with this paperwork because you can't tell me you have sovereign rights and then you slime Americans, quote unquote Americans. It's a very loose term, American. Um, you slime them, rape them in wages and all that. You rape billions.
Mm-hmm.
It's $7 for a bottle of water. The rate margin is crazy.
He said Disney World is greater than Disneyland. Of course, for those of y'all that experience Disneyland, is nothing compared to Disney World. Disney World is on a whole nother level. Disney World is so popping that you would think like, yo, and you're gonna take your kids and you're gonna have a wonderful time. Most kids don't even understand the fun at Disney World. You have more fun as an adult at Disney World than your damn kids. Don't take your kids to Disney World. It's a waste of trip.
It's
I
too
think
much going on.
there's too much going on for them to understand what's fun and what's popping. Disney World is fire like that. But it's interesting that they sovereign, but again, all your employees has to be U.S. citizens.
I think it's some in their paperwork, some for them to rape even more. You know what I'm saying? There has to be a clause within the knee deep in the paperwork game. You know what I'm saying?
Because remember, Disney World, they deal with animals, they deal with technology, they deal with basically today, whatever today, what's the today's culture, they deal with everything, and it's all separate. It's a, they saying it in the chat. It's a dirty game at Disney World. That corporation, that paperwork is on a whole nother level. The type of money that is generated, the type of money that they're paying people, the amount of jobs. So they gonna get all types of back end love. You could go to Disney World tomorrow. It's not gonna look like Coley Island in Brooklyn. It's fresh cut grass everywhere. New seats, smells good. When you go to the little places or whatever, they have real themes, real things going on inside these places. So I know their paperwork is on a whole nother level. So all right, so moving on to our next hot topic. Uh Garcelle Budave, pause. No, not pause, but my bad. I probably butchered her name. Garcelle Budave. She's known for playing fancy on the Jamie Foxx show. She says that she was paying $400 a week for a dating app. Did not realize when she got off of it, because she said she couldn't find, the guy that she was looking for, but these guys were supposed to be like the top tier, quote unquote, top tier men or whatever, but didn't get one date, didn't have one situation, but didn't know that she didn't properly shut down the app until 6 months later when when she asked her son to delete all, things that that's on her phone, and he found this out. So she said $6,000 later is when she realized that she did not cancel the subscription, and this is $400 a week, and she didn't have one date, no nothing from the app. What do you think about that?
You pissed off about $6,000. You know how many men lost $60 million, $600,000 to to divorce, and you complain about $6,000 on the app, which by the way that you put yourself in that position because at one point in time you were top tier, you were gorgeous, you were like fine, you were around top tier men. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you are the common denominator. It's you. You are the problem. You know what I'm saying? You was around top tier men at the height of your career. You were bad.
Oh
So
my
bad.
God,
So she
fine.
felt as though you you deserve more. And mind you, you were married twice. I'm sorry to say, but it's time to, you know what I'm saying? Give it up. It's over. It's over. Like, no matter what apps you go on, it don't matter. If the men are not interested in you, there's nothing you can do about that. You could go on the girls' trips you want. You could go on all these retreats. You could do all the Reiki and yoga poses you want. It's not going to change a man's mind. Once he sees you as nah, it's over with.
Yeah, Rowan Jack is stupid. He said Turkey would be able to pronounce her name. For those who don't know, Turkey is like a running theme of the show. With when people are out of pocket, we send them to Turkey because Turkey will lock you up just for being outwardly gay. So that's why that's the running joke of Turkey. Um, now that's a fact. Like I remember the first time I seen her, she was on a episode of Family Matters. She was on the episode of Family Matters, and Eddie was looking at her, this, that, and the third, or whatever. She was like modeling some clothes from like this clothing store because they was chilling in the mall or whatever in this particular episode, and she was gorgeous. Then the next time I seen her, no, I think I seen her in Coming to America first. Then I seen her on Family Matters. So Coming to America, she was one of the flower, the peddlers. You know what I'm saying? Every time King Joffrey, King Father would walk, she busting the petals at his feet or whatever. So that was the first time I seen her. She was, oh my god! And we was kids though. We was, you know what I'm saying? But she was beautiful. She's always been beautiful. She's always had, and I'm pretty sure her looking like that. She's always had access of millionaires and damn near billionaires and or guys on the rise. Um, so to see that to be on that dating app now, I mean, it is what it is. It's a part of ever going life. So regardless if she couldn't keep a guy or not, the fact that you wasn't paying attention enough to lose 6,000 just on a dating app, like you didn't have to lose 6,000 on not realizing that you didn't properly delete it off the dating app, especially if it's on your phone. So I mean, the fact that you done spent that type of money and then get no dates is wild. Because normally, when a woman spend that type of money, if she meets a guy, then it becomes worth it because they're gonna go out, they're gonna have a good time, they're possibly gonna get it cracking, and she could probably get some French benefits out of that. So, and if it wasn't for her son peeping it, she would have still been paying for it. So, I mean, it's just weird. Like, how do you not miss $400 a week? Like, I'm not counting her pockets, but from the last time I checked, I mean, do she has $1 billion for her not to realize that $400 a week is going to a dating app that she's no longer using,
That's
and
why
but
she meant.
access it on her phone?
That's why she misses the $6,000. You know what I'm saying? Because come on, nobody checking for you. Like you're not hot. You're not nobody's radar. You're not getting calls like that for roles. Like you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like let's be for real.
So I just thought that was very interesting. All right, moving on to our next hot topic. Shout out to the streamer Talil. He has a new dance that got the world in a frenzy. He hasn't named it yet, but I don't know if you've seen it on TikTok or YouTube. And everybody in New York City and everywhere is the dance is fire. I ain't gonna hold you. So shout out to Talil, the streamer. He got the new dance that's going crazy. If you go on TikTok, you go on YouTube, go on Instagram, and you type in streamer Talil from New York City new dance, and the dance is fire. It's very swaggy, bro.
I gotta check it out. I ain't see it yet.
Yeah, it's very swaggy. It's something that we would have did with, you know what I'm saying, at that stage of the game. Like it's very swaggy. It's very swaggy. All right, moving on to our next hot topic. I gotta give super duper shout out to the new movie, the new Alien movie that just came out, Prometheus, I think it's called. Just seen it last night. It is a must see. I'm not gonna spoil it for y'all, but it's a fire movie. It's must see. I think this is the best alien movie that they've ever made. Like the movie started at 10:32. We didn't leave until like it felt like one ish. So the movie was hella long, but I didn't even realize we were sitting there that long. Like that's how fire the movie is, bro. It is super fire. Like action. It had all the alien tropes, but they they ramped it up a notch and still gave you that 90s feel, that grungy look, but they was on a different type of time. This movie, The Aliens, was on a different type of time. They wanted to get it shaky without telling y'all the movie. Again, I'm not gonna spoil it for y'all, but make sure y'all tap into the new Aliens movie. I think it's called Prometheus, if I'm not mistaken. It is fire, a must see. If you're going to the movies this weekend, it's what, Thursday night, Friday. Go see the new Alien movie. I guarantee you, fire. This movie will set all kinds of records. That's how good it is, and it's going to set records. Probably not this week, but the second week, because people don't know that it's this good. Like watching the preview, you're not going to think the movie is this good just based on the preview. Fire movie. So make sure y'all tap into the new Alien movie. All right, moving on to our next segment. This segment is brought to you by Bravo Section. Make sure you go to bigbbravosection.com. Again, bigbbravosection.com. If you're in the Miami area and you're going to book a session, one of the best photographers in the world. If you're not in the Miami area, still book that session. Fly out. They will take care of your session. Again, bigbbravosection.com. They will fly out to you. You got a petty thought for us?
Chad, you know what's up? It's our legal word time. So we pick out words and look out the definition, the legal definition of words that we sometimes use on a day-to-day basis and not realize there's a legal definition to these terms, and we more so would want to focus more on the legal definition as opposed to the general definition of these terms. So first word on my random choice is Seventh Amendment of 1913 to the U.S. Constitution, which transferred the election of the U.S. senators from state legislator to the voters of the state, but provided that the legislator may empower the governor to make a temporary appointment to fill a vacancy until an election can be held. All right, so that's the Seventh Amendment. Next on the word is 7 year absence. So when a person has been missing and his whereabouts is unknown for 7 or more years, he is presumed by law in most states to be dead. All right. Next word on this list is demur. To present or to present, to take an exception to the efficiency in point of law of a pleading or state of facts alleged. Demur. All right. Next on the list is domicile. All right. Domicile is a person's legal home, the place where a man has his true, fixed, and permanent home and principal establishment, and to which, whenever he is absent, he is in fact has intent of returning. And last on the list is domestic. Noun version is house servant. An adjective definition is pertaining, belonging, or relating to a home, a domicile, or to a place of birth, origin, creation, or transaction. Domestic. So the words for this episode was Seventh Amendment, 7 year absence, demure, domicile, and domestic. So if there's any words that you want me to look up on the Black Soil Dictionary, hopefully it's there. I'll write them and get the definition and read it for the next episode.
Yeah, yo, fire words, bro. Fire words. Make sure y'all tap in them words for my brother to look up, and he'll have them available. Alien Romulus. Yeah, it was Yes, Romulus. You're right, Romulus. I thought I said that, but Romulus. Yes, that's the correct name for the new Alien movie. Shout out, y'all, man. Y'all in here thick, pause, and showing us a whole lot of love, man. We appreciate y'all. All right, moving on to our next segment. Keep the lie live segment.
Keep the lie live.
The lie live. So my keep the lie live for this episode is the power of a great wingman. Okay, I seen a skit the other day where this guy was trying to get with this girl, but her friend kept just like, you know what I'm saying, stopping the motion. You know what I'm saying? So funny. Now he's trying to like get in close with the girl. So now the girlfriend is like, no, no, ah, ah. So out of nowhere, you hear the music, the Chicago Bulls theme music, and the glow coming from the door, and it's the wingman, his homeboy's friend, and he's at the door with his chest out, like, "I'm here for you, bro." You know what I'm saying? So the rest of the skit, every time him and the girl is getting close and about to do something or whatever, the girl wanna come, the wingman come right behind her, like, "Hey," like he would give her something or do something with her to keep her occupied. Like, yo, you don't play games, you play. So the power of a great wingman is so pivotal. If you're out and about, and again, you're about spending time with the person that you like or love, or just or dating or whatever, and they have a hating ass friend, the power of a wingman can help you and the person that you're trying to connect with really really stay focused on the agenda at hand. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you're trying to get it cracking, right? So if we're going to be real, right? If you're not trying to get cracking, then you're trying to have a good time with that person as well. Like regardless of what you're doing, you just want to have a good time and connect. So the power of a great wingman is so pivotal. But a lot of dudes don't know how to be a great wingman. They don't know how to sacrifice and take one for the team. Like, yo, bro, tonight is not your night. I'm LeBron tonight, so you gotta pass me the ball, bro. So, and vice versa. So the power of a great wingman can help you and the person that you're with really connect and really take it to another level. You know what I'm saying? What do you think about that, my brother? Look like you want to add something to that.
Yo, they don't understand the lost art form of the wingman. You know what I'm saying? It's a lost art form. It's only select few people that could do it. You know what I'm saying? And most of them is from the Himalayas. You know what I'm saying?
From
The
the
dump.
Himalaya,
You know what
bird,
I'm saying? A true Mac from way, way
back.
back. You know what I'm saying? A powerful wingman is so pivotal because you got to understand women cannot do nothing by themselves. So they're gonna have uh, um, a group of cluckers around her. So you gotta attack with your own group to get them dispersed so you could get your prize. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So Power of the Wingman is so pivotal because it's like you the best adventure is the adventure of a two-man crew. You know what I'm saying? When you and your man's about to go on a two-man, you know what I'm saying? A two-man date, and that's where the real wingman come through because you already done seen your joint, right? So you already know how she look. Your man's ain't really see, so he don't know if he gonna take an L tonight or he gonna win tonight. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Either or, it's an adventure, regardless.
yeah, yeah.
So when he get there, it may be like one of those, yo, my bad, my nigga, but you know what I'm saying? She kind of big, but you know what I'm saying? She hella cool though.
She cool though. You know what I'm
She
saying?
mad cool.
Got jokes. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be laughing on
Mad funny, bro. She's mad funny. You know what I'm
and she
saying?
got
You
and
get
she got
the or you get the yo, my nigga. Yo, we gonna be in tonight. Yo, we both got bad jokes. You know what I'm saying?
yo, you ever had a wingman and the girl that she like you pair him with look mad good, but she feel like she took the L?
No, I never had that situation. I had a situation where I took the L, right?
Uh-huh.
But I situated my mans in them with some bad joints and
Yeah,
they fumbled the bag.
yeah, yeah,
I'm like, bro, how am I willingly gonna fall on the sword, take the wild L, but Shorty had the crib, so somebody had to holler at her, so we
yeah.
all could get in the crib. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna butter her up. We in
Mm-hmm.
the crib now. Now her bad friends come through. My niggas is buttering them up. Somehow, some way along the way, nigga fumbled the bag.
Yeah,
I'm like, ah.
yeah.
For that case, I should have hollered at the baddies. I would have had better luck.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on, son.
I had a situation one time. I went on a little double, you know what I'm saying? And my man's was hyped. Like he was, you know what I'm saying? He was hyped with it. Like, yo, I know you gonna have something nice for me, bro. And the girl that was paired up, she was beautiful, right? But she wasn't as enthused. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so I get the phone call later from the woman that I was seeing at the time, like, yo, you gotta do better. I'm like, whoa, watch your mouth and make the sale. You know what I'm saying? Watch your mouth and make the sale. You know what I'm saying? And she was just like, nah, for real, like, you don't have no better looking friends than that. First of all, why are you looking at my man's like that? That's one. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be judging what my man's looking like when we dealing with each other. You know what I'm saying? So she's like, no, but my homegirl was feeling the type of way that you didn't have like a better looking friend. So the girl felt like she took the L.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like, damn, like I probably, and I don't think it was his look, his personality. I didn't bring one of my top dudes with the personality. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry,
That
your top
I,
aces, your top gunner. You know what I'm saying? See, the
ex-
wingman is so important because you gotta make your mans in look good. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
The only way you survive in a battlefield is if you keep your mans alive. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
when we out in a pride for the two man, I gotta make my mans look good. Even if tonight I may take a L, I make my mans look so good that Shorty may be like, yo, I got another friend for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
There's always there's always a plus. There's always a win. You know what I'm saying? When there's women involved, there's always gonna be a win. This one may not be the one,
Uh-huh.
but her friend be like, "Oh, this dude mad cool. I had that situation happen." Or while I'm in the two man,
Uh-huh.
another shorty see and holler at me while I'm with the two.
Yeah.
So I got a nice side joint to holler at. I might have a potential new joint even with this two man wave, good or not. That's a new piece of cool. You know what I'm saying? It's new, yo. So we gonna see what's up, right? So the wingman, you just gotta know how to swing with it and rock with it. You know what I'm saying? The wingman, yo, I love being the wingman. I'm telling you, we used to go to Poughkeepsie you know what I'm saying? Poughkeepsie was lit in the summers. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Poughkeepsie was popping. Yo, wild adventures, son. I'm telling you, niggas used to go on wild adventures for these two men, son. That's a fact.
So the power of a good man, a good pause, a good wingman is so pivotal when you're out and about. And like you said, it's a lost art. Like for most guys who are comfortable with women can go up to a group of women and talk to one. It's a way to do it though. You talk to the group to get to the one that you really want. Because in the group, there's always the one that you want. There's always another one who's pretty, but her energy is trash. Then there's always the ones that are out of pocket based on what they're wearing. There's a drunk one as well. And the one that you want, she's very pretty, but her demeanor is cool. You know what I'm saying? She looks good. And then when you talk to her, like, damn, she cool as hell. But it's a way to do it when you roll up to a woman, the woman that you want, you have to talk to the crew first. And then you phase them out. You know what I'm saying? Like you kind of use your body and then you just like and you get to the one that you want. But when you got a great wingman with you, do the same thing, right? You
I
do the
just
same thing.
go attack the whole crew. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right. But you do the same thing. But
Run them down.
the one that you want, your boy is already on notice. The one that you want, now he can end the conversation with the crew. See what I'm saying? So it's a way to do it. So
So
the
while we both attacked it to get the one that you want, right? Because we already know what you want. We
right.
already attacked it, get the one that you want. Now I'm
Can I
attacking it the same way to get
can,
what I want out the crew. You know what I'm saying?
can I get that one right there? Can
Oh,
I get
for sure. We just gonna meet at the Gills Nils so we can talk what we need to talk about.
Yo, you
Yo, shout out to the Gills Nils, you heard?
those nails, you heard? Yo,
Oh,
so but that's how you do it. So having a great wingman, see, women don't even realize like when a guy like you, he's gonna find a way to say something, but it has to be reciprocal. So when a guy come up to you, talk to you, whatever, if you're not receptive to the energy, then it ain't nothing for the guy to be like, all right, well, she was whack. Who else in the crew I'll talk to or whatever, or we just move on altogether. So having a great wingman is so pivotal on that guy getting the girl that he wants. Like in the movie, not the best man in the wood. He tells the story on how they got together, and when they tell the story, they ask like, they asked what happened. She was like, such and such introduced herself. Then he introduced me to his mans. You know what I'm saying? Wingman. You know what I'm saying? And where they at? At the wedding. At the marriage. I mean, at the wedding, getting married. So the power of a great wingman could change your life, ladies. Okay? Because it gets the guy that you want. All right?
so a lot of the stuff we talking about, like rolling up on the crew, the group, this was when that was popular. Nowadays, we could tell from the group which one was look, you know what I'm saying, was partly different. Nowadays, y'all all dressed the same. So it's like we got all attack you all the same way. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the wingman still is in existence today. You know what I'm saying? It's still
Mm-hmm.
very important, especially when y'all going on trips, y'all going away. You know what I'm saying? You go to events, y'all go to parties, whatever. Wingman is always important. You have you a good wingman. A two-man will always get you in the clubs. Two guys good. Three is questionable. Four or more, y'all sus. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Two is good. That's all you need. You and your mans. Y'all,
That's it.
y'all can take over the whole block.
You don't need a crew of like six killers and they got that look in their eye because it scares them. It scares off the whole situation. When you got six killers and they got that look in their eye and they roll up to the group with you, it's just like, yeah, it's too much savageness going on. So two is a suitable amount. They asked in the chat, when you do you do it alone? Pause. Or do you talk to the one woman or talk to the whole group? You start off with the whole group when you approach.
Y'all say
Talk
hi, ladies. How y'all doing? You know what I'm saying?
right,
And you talk to everybody like you talking to one of them. So
right,
nobody feels like they gotta choose just yet. But then
right.
this is where the talk the nonverbal cues come in. So you gotta be looking at all the biddies all in their eyes. Don't look at breasts, don't look nowhere down. Look them all in their eyes. You know what I'm saying? One of them is gonna crack. The one that look away, that's the one that is giving you the sign like, oh, I want him to talk to me. I don't want him to talk to my friend. But you gotta give eye contact. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta go in there like,
And just like what my brother said, but you want the one that you want to give you that look like, I want you to talk to me and I don't want you to talk to my friends. It's a way to get her attention. It's a way to get her attention. When you look her in her eyes, you talk to her with your eyes. And a lot of guys don't know how to talk to women with their eyes. You look them dead in their face and you just look. It's don't look too long. Don't turn away too quick. Let her know that you mean business by your look. And that way, the rest of her other homegirls that you look at, you give them a quick look like, yeah, I'm not even interested in you for real, because you're not. That's the one you want. So you look at her, pause, then you go back, you look at her again. So she know that you're not playing around. That's how you do it. So don't ask me how I know, but tell me that's how you do it. For now, that's how you do it.
from now on, that's how you do. Whenever we go out there and do a two-man, that's how you do it, son.
That's how you do.
But
Two
my
men.
next partner, he gonna invite me to his barbecues though. I didn't know we was having a luau.
Yo, you is dumb, yo. You is dumb.
You know, it's a donut. So it could take pressure off the other cheek.
Yo,
Yo, Mike, you're an enigma. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yeah, I can see that. Yo,
yo,
it's
you
from Bad
stupid.
Boys 2, y'all. Bad Boys 2. So.
You stupid. You know what quote I kept thinking about all week is this your team or this your daddy's team? I couldn't get that out of my mind from Remember the Titans, y'all. From Remember the Titans.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Boone your daddy now, huh?
This,
There was a lot of disrespect in that locker room, blood.
yo,
Like, yo,
fact,
I
fact.
feel a lot of hate coming over there from that couch, son. Count that money, man.
Says your mans.
Ooh.
So you getting real stiff, man. You know what I'm saying? Count that money, man. Yo, that's from Belly, y'all. That's from Belly. We being stupid with the quotes. Yo, that's been the episode, y'all. We appreciate y'all tapping in. We on every Sunday, every Thursday at 10:30 p.m. Thank y'all for tapping and make sure you tap into the memberships. We have different tiers of the memberships, give you different tiers of access. Also tap into our community page. We got over 150 videos of this podcast alone. So tap into the rewatch of the podcast. We have a live portion of the page where it shows y'all the whole video. I mean the whole episode, and again, those rewatches are classic and it's funny as well. Also, I want to thank some of the sponsors of the show: Bravo Section, Button Snaps, and OUV Records. If you're interested in becoming one of the sponsors of the show, you can hit me on Instagram at Ashley Lovechild, or you can hit my brother on his Instagram at.
Bravo section _
So if you're interested in becoming one of the sponsors of the show, tap in on Instagram. Also, make sure you tap into the Overstand podcast. Why understand when you can overstand every Monday at 9:30 p.m. Also, quick update. Working on a brand new EP, summer of 2008. Still working on it, and I'm telling y'all, it is fire. So it's well worth the wait. So make sure y'all be on the lookout for that. And I have all my albums up everywhere: Apple Music, Spotify, everywhere. So make sure y'all tap in if you want to hear some fire music. My brother, anything you want to plug in real quick before we out of here?
Got a light little project coming up with Bravo section, so be on the lookout for that. Definitely tap into my website, bigbravosection.com, for updates on new projects coming soon. And can you be a backup singer? Nah, Ron Jack, you are top dog. I can't put you in the background. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be up front. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, again, y'all, we here every Thursday, every Sunday at 10:30 p.m. Again, tap into those rewatch, leave a comment, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. And as always, love. And we'll be back again Sunday at 10:30. No, Thursday. Today's Sunday. We'll be back Thursday at 10:30. Nothing but love. And we out of here.
Holla.